Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's talk about Kulr stock. It is down. And look, I'm going to say this right now. Buyers continue to try and show up here. We've been going sideways since the drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days here. Buyers showing up every single time. But unfortunately, we continue to get pushed, or you continue to get pushed down. Because at this point, I don't think anyone is holding this. I assume everyone took their loss in my Discord. Yeah, I got out at 611. I took the $1,400 loss. When you're right, you're right. I was just having hopium, just trying to live in the dream. I'm going to get my money back, just like AITX. I'm done with the way better plans out there. Yeah, there's just going to be way better opportunities out there. There just is. That's just the name of the game. Sometimes you're going to be wrong and you got to take the loss. If you don't want to deal with the color nonsense, you go trade NVIDIA, go trade something else. Like right now, my leap is in the green on NVIDIA. So I'm just going to sit on it. But probably the most important thing with options trading is just buying time. Too many people, they just want to get in and out with their dailies. Screw that. Just buy the time and sit on it for the big swing. But yeah, it is what it is. I think relative to his account size, he'll be fine. Sitting on 1,145.69 for a safe alert on my account now. Yeah, this guy always updates me like, hey, look at my account. It's grown. You can see the growth here, but it's slow and steady. And there's going to be some dips along the way, of course. You're not going to get a straight, let me see if I can find my whiteboard. There it is. There's my whiteboard. This is what people want. They want to buy color stock and then boom. Not even that. They just want their account to just a straight line up. But that's silly. This is normal. Like, it's gonna dip here and then you'll give some back and then you'll eventually climb again. Oh, you'll give some back. It's normal. As long as your account is on a steady uptrend, I mean, you'll get to whatever your goal is, be it 100K or 1,000,000. So I mean, look at that. His account looks exactly like you would expect. It drops and then it slowly climbs back up to a new high, and then right now he's going sideways, but eventually he'll break out to a new high. Right? Like, look at, I don't know the time frames here. Only I know you're watching, Step Luke, but only you know the time frames here. How long it took to finally go to a new high. So I mean, you're doing fine. You'll be fine. I just sneezed, but yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, you'll be alright. But you just had to take that loss, that color stock loss. As soon as it dropped 25%, you needed to take the loss quicker, and you needed not to double down because you kept adding more and more. So you kind of like you could what was a $1,400 loss could have just been a like $500 loss, and your account wouldn't have dipped as much. But either way, you can see you're right at support here for your account. Started at 14K, then at its highest 21. Now the pullback is 18. Yeah, see, you understand what I'm saying. This was a lesson I needed to learn now to be more careful. Don't go all in and buy under the purple line and listen, wait for alert at 3K was a learning experience. I gained 4K since October last year. Was going to be 7K, but lost nearly half of my gains. 3K because color, but still I had and the valuable lesson to be learned. Again, as long as your account is slowly climbing higher, you'll be fine. Oh, he has two accounts. Both of the accounts look the same. Or is it the same one? Both of the accounts look the same, right? He gets to a new high. His account dips slowly but surely climbs higher. Then it dips again, and now hopefully surely. Like every lesson that you learned here ends up with you. You learn the lesson and your account goes higher. That's what I'm saying here. That's what it looks like. If we had to break it down psychologically, this guy's still relatively new, even though he thinks he's not. He's still relatively new. You can see, he hit his peak and then he made a mistake, lost quite a bit of money, and learned the lesson and started going back to the previous high here. Made a mistake. Now he's going to learn the lesson to not double down, add more to a loser. You stick to the game plan. If I'm going to add 500, I'm going to add 500, no more. If it goes down 25%, I take the $125 loss and move on. And that's why I made that video talking about starter positions. Like, don't go all in. Don't go big. Don't keep averaging down. So this is another lesson learned, and he's going to slowly climb up and go back to a newer high. As long as his account is climbing higher, he will just continue to make money. This is how it is for most people that are serious about trading. Like, their accounts don't just go straight up. They would have to take a huge gamble at that point. Like, literally just buy a ton of calls on Netflix and load up on as many calls as you can on Netflix and just sit on it. And if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, you lose everything, right? If you're buying the 0DT or one day to expiration. Oh no, 2 day to expiration, I think, because we still got 2 more days for the stock market. That's a quick way to make a lot or lose a lot, but that's not what we're about. You'll be fine. Don't just try to revenge trade Kulr. Once a stock screws you over like that, never trust it again. Basically, yeah. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, you can't keep getting hit over the head with a lead pipe, and you're like, oh, I'll be okay. Oh, I got hit again. I'll be okay. It's just a bruise. Like, not even, you wouldn't even get a bruise. You'd probably die. But anyways, yeah, I think that's it. So, like, that's just normal. That's normal. This is normal. Your account should be doing this. It should not be, woo, like straight to the moon, no pullback. If your account is doing this, you're a genius, clearly. Or you got lucky. It's one of those. That's why a lot of people, when they make a lot of money on their first trade, or they have like a 10K account and they just boom to 100K, they get cocky and overconfident and think they're geniuses, and then they eventually give it all back. Most people's accounts, they do this. It just slowly falls. If your trading account doesn't look like that, like his, where you learn a lesson, it drops real cheap, then it goes higher, and then you learn another lesson, and then it goes higher. If your account isn't doing that, then you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong because your account is doing this. It's just trending lower. You're just losing. You're basically bleeding out slowly. Unless you're Polish girl. Polish girl had 600K to trade with, and her account dropped to 300K, and then she dropped. Her account tanked. Because some people with a lot of money, people who have 6 figures, tend to get a big head. And because they see, like, oh, I can put 600K in a stock, and if it goes up 10%, I make 60K. Woo! But they take huge risks, though. Because nobody wants 10% on 600K. They want 1,000% like anyone else. So they end up blowing up too. Except they have like really big accounts, so it hurts more than someone who just lost like 1,400, for example. So it's better to learn these lessons with smaller amounts of money, is the point. So yeah, we would expect this to. I should have shorted it today. This needs to break down here below 550. If it can break below that, we're going to 450. So there might be a short opportunity this week for 450. I know people are going to be like, short squeeze. Well, guess what, my friend? I don't hold these overnight. If I'm going to short it, I'm going to have a stop loss, and I'm just going to get in and out. Make my $50. I'm not the kind of person that's going to short and hold it overnight. Hell no. Because I know I can't possibly get caught. I'm smart enough of a short to be aware that, hey, I could get caught if I hold it overnight. So why do that, right? I'll let you guys screw over the shorts if you squeeze them. The ones that hold overnight. I'll just get in and out with my $50 or take the small $10 loss. That's a good risk to reward ratio. But that's just me, because I don't like holding short positions overnight. Let's read some comments here. Great video, subbed, and looking forward for more informative video. Shout out to Fred Cards. Fred Cards, I think. FR3 Card. I assume Fred Cards. Bro, I really like you. Why you talk like that? I just want to clarify that they are working in defense and aerospace industry. Me, either as a mechanical engineer, there are contracts that turns everything to opposite. Yeah, I agree. I said this already. Clearly, I believe they will get, at least I hope for you guys' sakes that are still holding, that they get another contract. And they will run again. But you look at the long term, it just hasn't gone anywhere. So the longs, the ones holding for $10, $100, their accounts are just going to stay sideways for years and years to come, because this thing always just pumps and dumps, and that's just the pattern. That doesn't mean there won't be opportunity. Even Mullen has huge runs every now and then, but it still trends downward. So it's just kind of like, for the longs, it's not a good stock. There are contracts that turn everything opposite. Let's not forget that they moved to Airbus. I agree with you for dilution, but I think this company has a promising future. It's not like Mullen, by the way. I am not an idiot. I guarantee you that. I'm sure you're not an idiot. I don't know why he thought I called him an idiot. I love it when people. I love it when I say you're an idiot and and they put themselves. They categorize themselves as an idiot. I didn't call you an idiot, uh, but apparently you think he thought I did. So he just he put himself in the idiot category on his own. My brokerage takes 2 days to process splits. Watching my money belt melt 5K. Goddamn. 5K? That's a lot if you're about to. Yeah, I guess some people went in bigger than Seblug. What the fuck is the CEO doing? Crystal N. Seen my comment on Reddit? I'm holding and I hope it runs back. That's not how it works. First, yes, I love your laugh, bro. Shout out to it, leg. And Guyan. I'm just going to say Guyan. Jeff Brady. That thing is down over 13% today, and the whole market is in the green. Imagine how bad it will be when the market is red. Those people that are down big on it could just start shorting it and get some of their money back. Anyway, that is true. They could just flip the other side and try to make their money back. Because if this is going to drop, it's going to drop another 25%. So technically speaking, if you lost 25% on Kulr and you just decide to short it down, you could actually make 25% back. You can make your money back technically, making that 25% back on the short side. Might as well go with the trend at that point. This stock is hopeless. How much did you score shorting for the first time? No, I didn't do it just yet. I totally forgot about it. Damn it, it could have been done good. Is this a good one? This is a good one to train myself learning how to short a stock. I don't short, that's what's funny, but you're ballsy there with the shorts. He's going to short it, he said. Yeah, he's the guy that was like, yeah, let's just short them to hell. You had me laughing, Jeff Brady. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, damn. Yeah, he's like, screw these longs, let's destroy them. But yeah, the pattern will remain. Look at this. Huge pump, and it just dumps for years, it seems. Holy crap. Huge pump, dumps. It's just been dumping for half a year. We go to the yearly time frame, and what do you see on the yearly time frame? Every huge pump is followed by two big red candles. Every huge pump is followed by two big red candles, or in this case, a really big red candle. And with the reverse split, we would expect it to go even lower. So on the yearly, you see big green ear followed by two red ears. Big green ear, one red ear to start. So I don't know how you look at that pattern and just kind of go, eh. Within those years, again, there will be pumps, but why would I want to trade something that just keeps screwing me over, right? Why would I want to invest in something that just keeps going sideways on the yearly time frame? My money's better spent somewhere else, where the stock actually trends and not just going sideways for 5 years now. All right, guys, that's it for the video. That's the thought process. If your account is slowly climbing higher, like I showed you, like Sebluk, then you're doing fine. Every lesson needs to be learned, and once you learn them, hopefully your account should grow even more so, because you know not to make those mistakes that you made in the past. That's just the name of the game. Too many people get into the markets thinking they're just gonna go to the moon. Their account's just gonna go from 400K to $1 million or whatever. In fact, if you have six figures to trade with, you're already you're powerful in the markets. You have the option to buy so much. You're a different player when you have six figures. When you have six figures, you're a different player. But I've noticed that just because they have six figures, that doesn't mean they know how to use it. And so yeah, you don't want to end up like Polish girl who, foolishly threw around 600K at Rigetti stock at the top, and then it dropped 50%. If those of you who remember that, when the CEO of Nvidia said, "Oh, quantum is so far away," and everything dropped 50%, all those quantum stocks just dropped. Like, that was greedy. She wanted her account to do this, boom, just straight up, but that's not reality. Her account should have been slowly growing higher and higher. She could have taken that 600K to 1.2 million easily if she just played it safe and was patient and was okay with just 5 to 10% per trade on a swing trade. But instead, she wanted, to turn it into $1 million fast in one day. So that's if you have six figures and you don't know how to use it properly, probably you need to join the Discord at that point. We can talk about it, because it's the people who have a lot of money who have you just have a lot of power, man, and you might not realize it. You can do so much with that kind of money. But these people that buy like Kulr stock, they tend to be people with smaller accounts, like 30K less, 30K or less. How, if you have 30K or more, I don't even know why you would buy Kulr. There's just, I don't know, man. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's all, at the end of the day, here's the reality. The biggest enemy is the self. People they'll blame the company, they'll blame the CEO, they'll blame anyone but themselves, right? They'll blame the markets, they'll blame, they act like the CEO reached into their pockets and stole their money, so they want to, file a class action lawsuit to get their money back and then some, because they don't want to lose in the markets, right? They just want to win. And if it doesn't work out, I want to sue you so I can get my money back from the company. Like the company reached into your pockets. No. You made a bad decision buying a garbage stock, and you just have to accept that. If you don't think this is a trash stock, how can you look at this yearly chart and not see, like, for 5 years its performance has been, it's just sideways? That's not what you want to buy. What are you, crazy? You want to buy something like Bitcoin, where it just, look at that. For the past 5 years, Bitcoin has been doing what? It went higher. It went from a low of what? 30,000 to 111. So you could have, you would be up in the green right now because it's actually trending. That's the most important thing. Despite this red here, the fact that it's trending upward, it means you're going to make money just sitting on it. That's good performance right there. Too many people don't appreciate that. If you're making more than 10% in the markets, you're already beating the markets. Well, whether you can maintain that, that's a whole other thing. Again, people just, I don't know. I think people watch too many movies or something. Anyways, I've been rambling too long. Kulr stock, I expect it to go to 550 after it breaks down below 650. Yeah, it should. That should be happening. That I'm gonna watch it tomorrow for a short opportunity. There should be a short opportunity here because this is just getting ready to look at that. This is getting ready. Like buyers are barely holding on here. They keep showing up down here, but once this breaks down, we should see. Yeah, no, not 550. What was it? Yeah, no, not 650. From 550 to 450 should be. Let me go to the weekly. Yeah, there should be a short opportunity here to 450, $4 somewhere on there. Yeah, once this breaks down here, yep. So that's gonna be a good short opportunity. Might as well play the other side at this point. Day trading it at least, because we're just gonna keep getting these red days, and even within these green candles, you can see there's just so much selling pressure. Let me look at that. So yeah, let me see. Where's that? So oops, what just happened? Did I just get teleported? So this was look at this. This was a green day technically, but within that green day, man, there was so much short opportunity. There's just too much selling pressure. Again, I'm just showing you the data here. This isn't me just pulling it out of my butt. I'm literally showing you the patterns. Literally, on all the time frames I've shown you, it's the same story. So I don't know how you look at this and get mad at me for just showing you what's on the charts. That doesn't make sense. That's just how I am. I'm very technical. So you can call BS, but I mean, the charts. I guess you're saying the charts are lying at that point.